welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad and happy to see you. You're welcome and happy Mother's Day. And for you to come here all the way from WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram, it means you really wish to watch this video. And I decided to put it here, not on Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp, because it's not for everybody. Seriously, I'm sorry to say that. I just want it to be a little bit special, that for you to come all the way from those places to this place, then it means you really wish to watch this video. And thanks for coming. You're welcome. So today is Mother's Day, and I just thought, just a few minutes ago, like Mother's Day, like in a year, it's like, is it not even up to 10 times or more than 10 times? Mother's Day, almost every month, Mother's Day. And with this, the truth is, who is a mother? Is it everybody that is a mother? The truth is no. It is not giving birth to a child that is a mother. It is taking responsibility. It is taking responsibility on your children that makes you a mother. Not just getting pregnant and giving birth to a child. I know it's not also easy. The journey, is risk-taking. It's stressful. It's hurtful. It's painful. It's, risking of life and everything. I know, but it is so minor. It is so minute. It is very small. The percentage of just getting pregnant and giving birth to a child, going to the labor room, is so minute compared to taking responsibility of your children. So who is a mother? I want to discuss 3 mistakes that mothers have been making continuously. Number 1 is knowing God. The truth is, do you know God? I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum. It's been a while I chew gum, so I just feel like, let me just put it in my mouth. Stop that now, I'm busy. Okay, number 1 I said is knowing God. Number 1 is knowing God. Do you know God? As a mother, did you know God? Not talk more of showing it to your children or your family. Do you know God? I normally tell people with this few years I've spent in marriage, I normally tell anybody that asks me, like, okay, can you just advise me? At least you've been in marriage for 2 years, going to 3 years. Can you just tell me something you've learned? Do you know the most important thing I've learned that I always thank my parents for till today is that they show me the way of God. I know God. By the grace of God, at least I know that if I have a problem, is to go on my knees to pray. Even before the problem arises. My parents always teach us that you pray before problem comes. Pray without ceasing. It is not until when the problem comes then you start running helter-skelter. No. That's the one thing I'm always happy for. So as a mother, did you know God? Knowing God is number 1 thing. When you know God, everybody always say, as a woman, before you get married, as a lady, number 1 is job. You must have financial income. Do you know that that's not the number 1? Number 1 is knowing God. Because the truth is, when marital problem comes, when the storms of marriage comes, you won't even be happy to do the job. That's what I noticed in my few years of marriage. You won't even be happy to do the job, and you will be sacked when you are not doing what you're supposed to do in the office. When you are, making mistakes, you are not happy, you are just in the office. Your body is just there, your spirit, soul, and body. Your mind is not there because of marital storms, marital problems. So the number 1 thing I normally advise anybody is knowing God. Did you know God? Before you go into marriage, know God. Have an encounter with Christ. It is not until you have accident. I think I'll make a separate video for that, telling you my encounter with Christ, my personal encounter. I normally think it is until you have an accident, then God will appear to you and remove you. Don't be praying for have accident. It is not until you have accident before you know God. You can have it personally. You can have your personal encounter with Christ now if you are ready now. So I'm going to make a separate video on that to tell you my own encounter with Christ. At least I know it will help somebody out there. How did God speak to you? How do you communicate with God? Did you know God? How do you relate with God? Because when marital storms come, marital problems, He will be the one to comfort you. He will be the one to console you. Not even number 1 is getting a job. You must have job as a woman before you enter marriage. It's good, you must have job. But the number 1 overall, the foundation that takes 99.9% of it all is knowing God. It is God that will comfort you, even when your husband is against you. It is God that will comfort you, because that time always comes in marriage, even if it is not once, twice, or even more than, depends on how godly your husband is. Every woman always experience that. It is God that will comfort you. It is the Holy Spirit that will console you. When in-law's problem comes, there will be a time they will just rise up against you as if something happened. How do you go about it? It is God that will console you. It is God that will minister to you. It is the Spirit of God that will tell you what to do. Even before the thing happens, He will tell you in advance that this thing is going to happen. Do it this way. This thing will happen. Do it that way. These children, this is the number of children you're going to have. This is how your children is going to be. This is how to relate with them. So to be a mother is responsibility, not just giving birth to a child. So knowing God is the number one thing. And number two is, do you have a dream? Many women always think their dream is just to get married and give birth to children. After that, no more dream. No. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? When you were single, when you were young, what is that thing that you love to do, that you wish to do? Even now, as you are in marriage, your dream hasn't just end with giving birth to children and taking care of your home and husband. And do you know one thing I've noticed in this my few years of marriage? Is that if you are not careful as a woman, as a married woman, did you know you will not do anything meaningful with your life than just taking care of your children, than just giving birth, getting pregnant, giving birth, taking care of your husband and taking care of your home and cleaning the house. House chores, we know they finish. House chores that can never finish till you die. That is what you will be busy doing till your children will finish nursery, primary, secondary school and get married. You'll be doing a stay-at-home mom. Did you know that if you are not careful as a woman, you will not do anything meaningful with your life apart from marriage? Yeah, I know you will say, yes, marriage is an achievement. It's also something that is good. I know it is good to have children, get married, have husband. I'm just saying, if you are not careful, you are not going to achieve your dreams other than getting married, giving birth to children and taking care of your home. But do you know that as a married woman, you can still achieve your dreams? Your children can still look up to you and your boys can say, God, please give me a woman, a wife like my mom. But if you're always staying at home, cleaning the house, they did not see you dressing well to go to the office, doing this, like you are just always at home without doing anything meaningful. You don't know what is going on. You don't know the latest things, like, you are not current. How do you want them to wish for somebody like you? So as a woman, please buckle up. Let us buckle up. Those dreams you want to achieve, you can still achieve them. Organize yourself. I know it is not easy. Motherhood, in fact, nobody can teach you motherhood until you are there, until you are in the wood. Then you will know how to adjust yourself. Organize yourself. Set time for yourself. Do things, make it snappy. Organize yourself. Take care of your children. Take care of your home so that you can also have time to achieve your dreams, to achieve your goals, to become successful in life. And thirdly is, as a mother, this thing is common to mothers. Seriously, they will tell what their daughter tell them. They will tell the brother. If they are grandparents now, like in-laws. If you are a mother-in-law and you are listening to me, please listen carefully. Anything happening in your son's home with his wife, you will carry it. Because they confide in you. You will carry it and tell your daughter. And you think there won't be problem, and you think they will love each other. And you are the one that will be shouting, hey, my children are fighting, my children are not happy, they are keeping malice, they are doing this. This thing is common. Mothers learn to keep secret, keep short. Even if they did not tell you mommy is a secret. Know that you don't have to discuss what is happening in their home with your children. Keep it, for Christ's sake. Anything happening in your son's home and in his marriage, don't tell it to your daughter. Don't carry what is in your daughter's home with her husband to tell your son. Because your son will definitely also tell his wife. And the wife too will definitely not want to respect her sister-in-law. Are you getting what I'm saying? Even if you are not yet a mother-in-law, your children are still, they have grown up. Don't tell whatever your firstborn or your thirdborn or your boy tell you. Don't tell it to your daughter. Don't put their heads together. They confide in you and you carry it. Even if they not tell you it's a secret, don't do like that. Unless he or she want to tell the brother, let her use her mouth to tell the brother. Not you. You are a mother. This is what African mothers are doing unknowingly, and they think it's something good. They will carry what he tell you, what your son tell you. You will tell your daughter. You will take what is happening in your son's home with his wife. You are going to speak it to your daughter, and you think you are doing the right thing. You'll be gossiping. You'll be doing amebo between your children. Please, mothers, let's buckle up. Let's wake up and know these things where we are getting it wrong as a mother. It is not just having children. How do you cope among your children? A lot of mothers are the ones causing problems in between their children. You carry what he says happening in their home. You tell it to your daughter. And she too should be using the eye like, of course, you should understand what I'm trying to say now. You take everything. You speak to this one. You tell this one what this one tell you. You are the one causing problem. Again, in between your children. Please, let's be careful. So thank you so much for coming all the way to my YouTube channel. I hope with this few points of mine, I've been able to confuse you. Sorry, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that it is not just getting pregnant and giving birth to children that makes you a mother. It is the responsibility. Are you ready to know God? Firstly, you know God. Secondly, have a dream. Do you have a dream? It is when you don't have a dream that you'll be seeing what your sister-in-law is doing to you. You'll be seeing what your mother-in-law is doing to you. You'll be seeing what your father-in-law is doing to you. You'll be saying, they do like this. Seriously, some women, they will talk about their in-law till they grow old. Are you not seeing her? She do like this. Are you not seeing her? As we enter the room, she do like this. What concern you? If you have a dream, you don't have time. Just do your responsibility as a wife. Do what you are supposed to do as a wife. Do it. That's all. Leave the rest to God. Anything they like, they should do. That one did not concern you. Please, don't carry your in-law for head. Married women, they will use their young age. You married at the age of 25, 26, 27. Then you carry your in-law on your head. When do you want to achieve your dreams? Please, just face where you are going. You have goals to achieve. Don't let anybody distract you. Just do your responsibility as a wife. You do your duty as a wife. Do it. Respect them. Do what you're supposed to do. If they say call them, if your sister-in-law say call me ma, from morning till night, every 1 minute, call her. It doesn't cost you anything. Because you have a goal to achieve. So don't let that one distract you. Don't let something else distract you. Don't carry your in-laws problem on your head. She do like this, then you don't look good again. You now look, chattered in your marriage. Untidied. Because of what? Please, have a goal you are pursuing. Have a goal in your mind. Your dreams, set them, set your goals and work towards it. Don't have time for anybody. Just make sure you are doing your responsibility. Do what you are supposed to do to your in-laws as a wife. Be good. Try your best. Be good. Be kind. Do your responsibility and leave the rest to God and face your dreams. Don't put their matter on your head. She pinch me. She do like this to my son. She do like this. She do this one. She do this one. Wait, I don't know how when they get the time safe. How? Because I don't even have time for myself enough. Self, not talk more of, doing things that are not necessary. With this few points of mine, guys, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that it is not just giving birth to a child that makes you a mother. It's taking responsibility and organize yourself, knowing God, having dreams and setting your goals to achieve them. And lastly, as a mother, don't cause problem, please, in between your children. Don't tell what this one say to that one, please. Especially when they are grown up. They trust you, that's why they are confiding in you. And don't let them lose that trust in you, because if they do, they won't tell you anything again. You will just notice that your son is not telling you anything again. The reason is because he's now seeing the behavior in his sister towards his wife. Please, till I see you again, I still remain your number one educational consultant, Adiola. Bye.